Baseball, we start off by playing catch. You know, the things that we look for as a coach in developing players is arm action. Arm action, what we like to see is this type of action right here. And some kids, as you know, can do it just like that. Some kids are all crooked and whatever. We try to make them long arm and get a release point up here. Silly things like the face of a clock, we want them to be around 1 or 2 o'clock. We like for the wrist to be behind the baseball. So this is something that you can really talk to them about. At the higher level kids, we try to look at the spin, and we want 12-6 spin on the ball, not side spin. Side spin is great if you're a sidearm pitcher, like Harrison Fife. But if you're in the infield, outfield, we need to be up here with good rotation on the baseball. So again, just trying to be point alignment, you know, their shoulders or hips. We try to get their elbow up in here, glove up, and then what we call swivel is we pull the elbow down, and that rotates our hips up, our shoulders up to here. It's easy to do, not for everybody, okay? So it's something we try to work on, is good alignment, hands here, we break, step, and throw. Now what we see a lot from kids is they don't have the body awareness of where their legs and hands are. And what we like to see is the back leg come around and release. And I know just from camps, we play with kids that do this right here. And we had Fit Smart yesterday, and we had the net up and the radar gun, and kids were throwing like this right here. That's something that you need to fix for us. That's an easy point to address. So, you know, high release point, hand behind the baseball, and let the backside release. Well, we try to tell our guys, especially our pitchers, that we want their toe to stick in the ground. So if they're throwing a baseball, we're going to stick the toe in the ground. It gets the hips and shoulder and the body through the baseball. Play catch, okay? Just stepping, playing catch with each other. We make games out of it, okay? I'll put them at whatever 30 feet, play catch. If you drop it, you sit down, we find a winner, okay? The winner gets gum or whatever, okay? Then we move back, we play long distance catch. Again, who can play catch the longest? Put up a tarp, a screen, and put up a piece of plastic or whatever and see who can hit the screen. Okay, move the screen back. We put get a batting team, put a baseball on it, and have them stand back there and see who can hit the ball. Things like that, they go crazy over. They want to play all day and hit the ball. When they hit the ball, they run around, woohoo! Okay, now we've got them hooked. They like baseball, okay? Anything that you can come up with. We do throwing drills, even on the varsity. If you come watch our practices, watch our pregame for the game, we'll end up our pregame with a 6, a 5, and a 3, as we call it. And it's nothing but throwing drills that simulate a game throw. So our catcher will throw to the shortstop. He'll catch it and make a tag. He'll go back door to third. Third baseman goes to second, to first, a double play. And we'll do that in practice against a stopwatch. Okay, boom, there's a time. If you don't beat the time, then you got 10 push-ups. We'll run to the fence and back. Whatever, at our level, just to put a little pressure on them, but it's fun to see if they can beat the time again. Okay, any type of things like that where it's a game. We do 4 corners, you know, get 20, 30 feet apart, and we do different throwing drills. Throw, hit them in the chest, turn and throw. Can you do it without dropping the ball? Then put a stopwatch on it, then have a race with it. So any type of throwing drill makes baseball is a game of throwing and catching and hitting. But if you can't throw it and catch it, it's going to be tough to play. Okay, so again, you want to be across the seams of a baseball, be up on top, release the backside, and then create some fun drills for them. Questions? Not sure how that applies to T-ball. I mean, T-ball, you're just trying to get them to do whatever, but again, fun games.
Out there for you.
Okay.
Some of the throwing drills where the kids get down on their knees,
yeah,
like this.
Right.
Starting them like this.
Right.
Do you recommend that?
It's all good stuff. Again, you're teaching them how to be behind the baseball. You're teaching them how to release out in front. Okay. Those are progression type drills. Those are great. How much time do you have in practice? How much time do you want to allot to those type of things? We like them in camp because it's a great station. With our younger kids, we'll do it some, and then regress back as the year goes on.
I think I can think for all this year, we probably all have those 1 or 2 kids on our teams that
sure
can't do it, and we're looking for those hints from you to get those mechanics where they need to be.
And that, you know, that's tough, but if you start them out at the simplest movement and then work your way back, and we do pitching drills the same way. We'll put our pitchers, you know, here, Same, you can do it with the kids as well, and now swivel and throw from here. So you've eliminated a lot of the movement that causes the problems and trying to get them just to release the ball on top. And then we'll work back, you know, to here and step, and then work back to here. So it's the same thing on the infield drills, throwing drills, perfect.
Anything in particular for a kid that throws sidearm a lot? Because I'm trying to correct that and trying to get him to go over top, and it's hard. I mean, he's got an arm, but...
Make him a pitcher. Yeah, again, I mean, it's tough. We do drills with them, trying to get the clock face in their head. We want to be at 1 o'clock. We try to take the release point back to back here. In baseball, we use the term opposite and equal. So if I want to be here, then I need to be here. Right. Okay, so we'll tell them stuff like, you know, I heard an old man one time say, that's like the snake fangs of a snake. So I want my fangs to the fence. Well, I'd always been telling him, you know, thumb under or hand on top of the baseball, but hand on top of the baseball goes to there. You know, old timers used to say, put the baseball to second base. So, I mean, there's 100 ways to say it, but that's what I'm looking for. That right there, and then the rotation up here. Higher elbow, but that's tough because they're going to regress right back to this as soon as the first ball's hit to them.
I've had him taking his baseball glove, throwing it
Yeah.
down on the ground.
And we've done that as well, you know, try to throw the baseball right down on the ground. When you're on the right track, just keep trying to reinforce that hand on top of the baseball. Anything else throwing wise? Again, if they're throwing the baseball correctly, they're going to eliminate a lot of injuries. So that's hugely important that you try to ingrain that now. I mean, I know they come to you, and some of them have played, haven't played, and throw, you know, we had a kid yesterday throw right foot first. You know, good luck on those guys, but try to get the looser the arm action, the less injury we're going to have. Okay.